This morning, a brain chip has been successfully implanted in a human, according to Elon Musk. The tech titan sharing a big breakthrough from his brain science startup company, Neuralink, saying it has implanted a device in a human for the first time, a possible step toward a product that Musk says enables control of your phone or computer and through them almost any device just by thinking.
Imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
Musk posting Monday, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. The initial results, he added, showed promising neuron spike detection. But Musk gave no additional details about the procedure, the patient, or the device the company implanted. Musk writing, initial users will be those who have lost the use of their limbs, discussing his vision for Neuralink back in 2019.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases and ultimately to help secure humanity's future as a civilization.
For decades, scientists have worked on similar ideas for brain-computer interfaces. But for many, a microchip in the brain feels like something out of a movie. Like 2015's Kingsman: The Secret Service, where Samuel L. Jackson plays an eccentric billionaire who tries to control the world using neural implants.
Mankind is the virus, and I'm the cure.
As science fiction gets closer to reality, Musk is hoping a groundbreaking experimental device can help transform everyday lives. As for Neuralink's future, it's important to note the clinical trial is just one step on the startup's path towards commercialization and
Today,
testing.
FBI Director Christopher Wray is sounding the alarm over Chinese hackers he says are preparing to wreak havoc on Americans. During remarks to Congress today, Wray called out China for its efforts to target power grids, water treatment plants, and transportation systems across the country. ABC's Melissa Dunn has the details.
FBI Director Christopher Wray closing in on the Chinese government today during a Capitol Hill hearing.
China's multi-pronged assault on our national and economic security make it the defining threat of our generation.
Wray's testimony heard by members of Congress during a House Select Committee hearing on China. Wray ringing the alarm, saying how Chinese hackers are targeting the nation's critical infrastructure like water treatment plants, electrical grid, oil and natural gas pipelines, as well as transportation systems.
China's hackers are positioning on American infrastructure in preparation to wreak havoc and cause real-world harm to American citizens and communities.
Wray highlighting the takedown of a group of state-sponsored Chinese hackers known as Volt Typhoon, which the Justice Department says used malware to hijack hundreds of routers in homes and small businesses.
The Volt Typhoon malware enabled China to hide, among other things, pre-operational reconnaissance and network exploitation against critical infrastructure like our communications, energy, transportation, and water sectors. Steps China was taking, in other words, to find and prepare to destroy or degrade the civilian critical infrastructure that keeps us safe and prosperous.
The White House saying they are closely monitoring the FBI warning.
فالناس هاي بيوت شنو خلي خبرتها.
Tensions are high as a wide-open border floods Texas cities with military-aged males, criminals, and potential terrorists that has citizens on edge.
Courtney Hacking keeps a shrine in her Nevada home to her husband Peter, her 4-year-old daughter Ellie, and her 2-year-old son Grayson. Their car was struck head-on, killing all three.
He was here illegally. He drove illegally, he was working illegally, and he killed 3 innocent people.
Francisco Oropesa, 38-year-old Mexican national who has allegedly killed 5 of his former Texas neighbors. He apparently was out shooting a weapon, being very loud and belligerent, apparently drinking. The neighbors went outside and asked him to stop shooting that weapon. He then in turn took his AR-15 and allegedly slaughtered a family of 5, including a 9-year-old boy.
My newly 20-year-old daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered in her own room and left on the floor like trash. Kayla's murderer was apprehended by Border Patrol crossing illegally into the U.S. at the southwest border in Rio Grande City, Texas. He was a 16-year-old known gang member affiliated with MS-13 in El Salvador.
As the Biden administration demands the United Nations NGO Soros-engineered invasion continue at all costs.
$500 million in investment, he says, to invest in startups, established companies, social impact initiatives, and businesses started by migrants and refugees. What about all the people in this country that could really use that help themselves to get a leg up?
Yes.
You know, charity begins at home.
Have you done everything you can do with executive authority? Or is there more you could do? Absent not all I can do.
He immediately halted construction of the border wall. He reinstated the disastrous policy of catch and release. And he ended the incredibly successful Remain in Mexico agreement. And that took the lowest rate of illegal immigration and it caused it to explode. We now have the highest rate in history. 9.6 million illegal immigrants have come into this country. And Joe Biden wants it. It's deliberate. He could fix it tomorrow.
To destroy the United States from within is completely off the rails in 2024. As disturbing video from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport shows a group of migrants tucked away in a hidden room guarded by a U.S. service member.
Yeah, so these are just recently documented travelers getting released from ICE, getting to where they need to be.
Apparently, the U.S. military is aiding and abetting the collapse of the United States.
I love my right-wing friends who talk about the tree of liberty is water with the blood of patriots. If you need to work about taking on the federal government, you need some F-15s.
America is in free fall, and no one is manning the controls. The point of no return may already be long behind us.